Hello and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home. I started an herbal garden last year and was able to enjoy a lot of its benefits, especially drinking the leaves as tea. This year I want to expand that and I want to add to my herbal garden. I want to start my seeds and get started on developing an unthirsty herbal garden. As I was reading through this book, it speaks of that, an unthirsty herbal garden. And I love the benefits of an herbal garden with its aromatic and attractive leaves and the fact that it is water wise. I know that I'm going to be able to use the fresh seasonings to step up my kitchen cooking, the cooking in the kitchen. And when I bring my food and vegetables from the garden into the kitchen and onto the plate, that it will be delicious and full of vitamins and minerals and a taste that would just draw my family in to eat even more of my cooking. So some of the herbs that they suggest are the herbs that I have from seed here. I have thyme, oregano, sage, and chives. And all of them are good for container growing. So I'm going to put them in a container and get them started. And I'm going to use the water bottle method, but in my own way, covering them with a cover, almost like a greenhouse effect, and getting the seeds started that way. So they will get plenty of light, but then they will also acclimate to the weather and to the conditions outside much better because they're already outside. At least that's my thinking. And the thyme here is, this perennial herb features tiny green leaves that form an attractive spreading plant. Thyme is highly aromatic and its flowers attract bees. And so we're going to put that out there. It says sow seeds outdoors in full sun. So that's what it's going to get in the pot. Then oregano. Oregano is the all-time Italian favorite. Small dark green leaves burst with pungent aroma, most flavorful just before flowering. Pinch to keep bushy. And sage. One of the most popular herbs, greeny green leaves and shrub-like plants will dazzle your garden and your palate. Harvest begins when plants reach 12 inches. And I want to start them early now and take them outside and allow them to become nice and thick and bushy. And so we're going to try it out anyway. And I know that they're herbs that will do well in the soil, that they don't necessarily need rich soil to grow, and that they will not require a lot of watering. So let's get started on this process. My unthirsty herb garden. I'm going to plant the thyme in this container, and it says it's a container variety, so I'm looking forward to great success with that. And these seeds are 100% non-GMO, which is good. And then here, oregano, container variety. Our seeds are always 100% non-GMO. And sage, here in this one. And I'm going to sprinkle them out. I am going to sprinkle all of them out and then thin them out when necessary. After they've grown up and gained their 2 leaves, I am going to then separate them. But I'm going to try and scatter the seeds throughout the whole container. And then as it grows up, I'll divide them and put them in other containers. But for right now, just to get them started, that's what I'm going to do. Now, don't forget to label your pots, because you will not remember what you planted and which one is which, and especially because these are all the same colored pots. So I labeled them, and now I'm going to water them in. So they are watered in, and then I'm going to just place them over here for now and cover them up. I had this plastic cover, and I'm going to use it for the oregano here because I ran out of space. Only 2 of them can fit in this container here. So I am going to use this to put the oregano seeds. I also have my pots here that are empty. So I'm thinking of actually putting this pot, transferring so I've decided now to move this pot in here so they will get extra protection and a little bit of warmth as they start to germinate or, you know, acclimate to this environment. I have started the bottle method here, and I decided that I was going to use these water bottles to start the cabbage and to see what happens here. This is an experiment for me, but it's the same idea, and I'm going to just monitor it. These seeds are in dirt, not the real seed starting soil, not the alternative soil like some of my other plants. So we're going to see how that works out. I'm going to keep you informed. And then I also started this. This is verbena that I started in this one here. We're going to see how this all works out. I do have a greenhouse. I bought another greenhouse, a little one, that I'm hoping by the end of the month to put up and have it housed here on the deck. That way I can also give these starts a good chance, give the seeds a good chance in being protected, because we know that it is still very early, that anything can happen. We can still get snow or a cold freeze and all of that. So, but one thing we do have in our favor is sunlight, and the natural light and the warmth of the sun is beautiful, and it will cause germination. So I'm excited about that, and I'm excited to see the beginnings here of the seeds germinating. This is extremely exciting. So I hope that you enjoyed the process here with me in Catherine's Garden and Home, and that you will come back and visit with me and join me in my journey here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. So this is the final way that they're situated for now. I put the oregano in here, covered it up, gave it its own dome, and you can see that it's starting to condensate so that it will be just fine. And I've placed the other bottles here more directly in the sun, and I placed my water bottles here in this pot so they'll get a little bit more protection. That's the cabbage, and the other two herbs are in the pot, and I had this plastic cover that I was able to give them, so they have a cover on top along with the cover of this bin, and I believe that that will definitely help them to germinate, or at least get a boost or jump start. So this is my little garden area, outdoor garden, starting with all of the different methods, and I'm excited about it because I believe that they're going to be very successful. Hello, hello, hello there, and welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, grow, grow together. Well, it's so good to be out here in the garden on the deck on this beautiful sunny day here in March. And I want to get started on sowing seeds for my herb garden. On last Wednesday, during our Wednesday lives, we talked about having an unthirsty herb garden and the importance of herbs, the fragrance and the beauty that they add to the garden, but also to our culinary dishes. when we start to utilize the vegetables and the things that we have grown and place them from a garden to home, that the herbs just adds that special touch to our meals and makes it worthwhile planting and sowing and harvesting and doing all of the work that we're going to do this year here in our gardens for this new gardening season of 2022. So it is windy out, but it's still beautiful. I'm going to be sowing seeds here, the herbal seeds of sage, oregano, and thyme, placing them in containers and doing some container gardening, but also utilizing the idea of a cover for them and putting them out here on the deck so they can receive the full sun and the beautiful freshness of the thyme. I think they're going to do very well because I've had success with the bottle method of growing perennials. I've already started to see leaves in my bottles. So I believe starting in the container now and covering them, giving them that protection, that my herbs will do very, very well. And this gives them a jump start into this new growing season. Well, if you enjoyed this video and the process of planting and sowing seeds, well, I'm inviting you to come and join us here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Come and join us and be a part of this growing community. We would love to have you. So if you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos, and follow me in this wonderful journey of gardening for this new wonderful season of 2022. That's right. 2022 is here, and spring is here, and the sun is out and it's shining, and it's so good to be able to sit on my deck. Thank you so much for joining me here, and see you next time right here in Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Have a wonderful day. Bye. Grow, 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 grow together. For more videos, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching. See you next time right here in Catherine's Garden. Bye.